Good morning. Okay, good morning everybody. We'll just let the last few people get themselves settled. So the rest of you, if you don't mind lying down on your mats for a moment. Anybody wants to move into the shade now, feel free to do that. It's very strong, Tim. I think maybe a little bit of shade is a good idea. At least you have the option down here. So once you're ready, just lie down onto your mat. Bend your knees and make your back comfortable. So let your back just settle into your mat. Take a deep breath in as you shrug your shoulders towards your ears. And as you exhale, let the shoulders drop, letting go now of any tightness or tension in that area. And just begin to withdraw from the outside world, letting go of all those busy thoughts that might be running around in your head, and just bring your awareness completely to your breath. So exhale fully, and then inhale deeply and let the breath rise all the way up to your chest. So visualize the breath at the center, at the heart center. And then exhale fully once again. And inhale. Visualize the breath now like a pale light rising up through your body. And just focusing again on the heart center. Opening your heart now to your practice. And exhale. So 3 more deep breaths in your own time. Finish the next exhale. Now, if you don't have your knees bent, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, and let your knees just drop out to either side. You might like to slightly arch your back here. Just find a comfortable position. If you're very tight in the hips, move the feet forward as much as you need to. Just letting those hips open. And then gently draw your knees together once again. Now we'll keep the knees bent and hug your right knee into you. Hug it right in. Stretch the right leg up to the sky and make a few little circles with your ankles. Changing direction. Now bend your right knee and place your right foot on your left thigh, just letting the right knee drift out to the right. So we won't force it, just keep the arms on the ground, head on the ground. And then just hug the right knee in again and place your right foot back on your mat. Hug the left knee in. Stretch it up, start to make circles. And reverse the circles. Left foot on top of the right thigh, and again let that left knee just drift out to the left and relax your upper body. Relax your head. Okay, place the left foot back on the mat. Now stretch both legs out for a moment. Bend the right knee and take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh as you let the right knee again just open out. So all these hip openers on the floor, they're nice and gentle, we're not forcing anything. So just let the knee go as far as it will go without any effort, any forcing. And then stretch your right leg out, bend your left. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh, let it drift out to the left. And stretch the left leg out. So one more time, bend your right knee. Now take your right foot out to the edge of your mat and drop your right knee in towards your left leg. So an inward rotation. And then stretch the right leg out. Left leg, bend the knee, step the foot out. Left knee drops inwards. Okay? Can you hear me over there? No? Okay. So straighten out the left leg, bend both knees, hug your knees into you, and just have a little rock or a little roll on the lower back. So in your own time, roll over onto your side and we'll come to seated. So again, find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you, cross-legged or even kneeling, whatever feels comfortable, just for a moment. Place the hands on the shins and we're going to inhale to arch the back, look up. Oh, look at that blue sky. Exhale, round the back, look down. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Come back to a neutral spine. Now you might like to just place your hands on your knees and we'll make a few circles, again moving from the waist, circling around. Change direction. And come back to center. So from here we're going to swing the legs back and we're going to take a child pose. So take your knees wide and your big toes to touch. If you want to, you can curl the toes under. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Now you can either have the hands bent or you can make fists just to rest your head. So support your head whichever way you do it. If your head comes to the ground, great, you can just have the hands in front. But if your head doesn't, support your head. And now we'll come forward onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Exhale. As you round your back, draw your navel in, drop your head and your tailbone. As you inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Come back to a neutral spine. Okay. So take your right leg back, curl the toes under, so just keep it on the ground, stretch into the heel, and then take your right leg out to the side. Now if you feel like you're taking it into a twist, press your left hand into the ground and stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Take the right hand down. Take the left hand or the right leg behind and over to your left. You might like to look back. So here's another little bit of a twist on the ground all the time with the foot. Take it back into center. Okay, other side. Left leg back. Stretch it first. So stretch the hamstrings, stretch the calf muscles. Take it out to the side. Press into the right hand, left hand reaches up. Nice big stretch now. And left hand down. We'll take the left foot across to the right and maybe look towards that foot. Coming back onto all fours. Okay, from here curl your toes under and lift yourself up into a downward facing dog. So you can keep your feet quite wide apart. You can walk them in a bit closer if you're a little bit stiff, it's if your first day back at yoga for a while. So be kind to your body this morning. We'll just bend and straighten the knees a little bit just to work out the legs. And then take your right leg forward, drop onto your left knee. So we come into a low lunge. Keep the back knee on the ground for now. Anybody who's feeling adventurous, you can lift that back knee by curling the toe under and just runner's lunge. So this is a great stretch for anybody who does a bit of running. And drop the knee. We'll step back into downward facing dog. Have another little stretch out with the legs. Left foot forward, drop onto the right knee. So again, runner's lunge. Stay here or curl the back foot under, lift your knee. And if you're lifting the knee, really press back through the heel of the right foot. Step your right foot up to your left. Keep the knees deeply bent and the feet apart. Place your hands on your hips and slowly come to standing. Everybody okay? We'll spend a bit of time. I don't want to do anything too strenuous this morning in case anybody get overheated. So we'll do plenty of stretching this morning, and anybody begins to feel a little bit over hot or anything, just come back down into child pose or rest for a few minutes and have a drink. Have you all got water? I meant to remind you water as well. Feel free to take a drink of water anytime you need it. Okay, so we'll inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers. Now really stretch up, draw your navel in, stretch up. Press the feet down. We'll begin to engage the legs, so lift up on your kneecaps and your thigh muscles. And then release the arms down, and we'll just make a few rolls of the shoulders. Nice big stretch. And then reverse it. Lovely. And just moving the feet a little bit, moving the legs. So we'll start with a few sun salutations. So we'll take them nice and slowly, and as I say, opting out and having a rest anytime you need it. So we're just going to come to the top of your mats, and you're going to bring your big toes together, spread the toes, rock from heels to toes, and get that balance where you're standing on what feels like the four corners of your feet. Now we'll engage the legs again as you lift up on the kneecaps and the thigh muscles. Engage your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha. So that's drawing up on the perineum and drawing slightly back just below the navel. Roll those shoulders back and down and bring the hands to heart center. So I'd like you to tune into your breath now, and this will help you, particularly when the weather is warm. Just slow the breath down and keep focusing on the breath as you move through the sun salutation. Inhale, take your palms out and up. Exhale as you fold, over soft knees if you like. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, we'll step back to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Come all the way down to the floor or the ground. Bring your arms in front. So come onto your forearms, and we're just going to come into a nice low cobra. So drop the shoulders and activate the legs. Press your feet into the mat and feel the kneecaps slightly lifting. This can be as low as you like, so if you're any pinching in the back, always walk the hands further forward. Push back up onto all fours. Curl the toes under, come into downward facing dog. So again, step your feet to hip distance apart. Spread your fingers. Press slightly forward with the hands, so press into the base of your thumb and your index knuckle. Let your head and your neck release. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step your right and your left foot up. Flat back, look out. Exhale to fold, soften the knees. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhaling back into Tadasana. And again, inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale to fold, hands to the ground. Inhale, look out, half lift. Hands flat, step back to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Come all the way down to the ground again. Bring your hands down by your side. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms. If you're feeling energetic, you can lift the feet as well. Salabhasana. And lower down. Hands under shoulders, push back up. Hands and knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. So feel free in your downward dog now to step your feet in, to bend the knees, to do whatever you need to make it a little bit softer on your body. Exhale fully. As you inhale, look forward, step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhaling back into Tadasana. So step back up if you find you've drifted back on the mat. We're going to try Surya Namaskara. Be a little bit more energetic, so we'll take it slowly. Bend the knees. Sweep the hands against the mat. Utkatasana. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, look out, half lift. Hands flat, we'll step to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog this time if you like. Exhale, roll over your toes to a downward dog. Take your right leg back. Knee into the chest, right foot forward. Now we're going to stay on the toes of the back foot, so get your balance here, hands on the hips. So the back heel is lifted, hands to heart center, and we'll move into a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right thigh and look towards your right elbow. Drop your hands to the ground. Step back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward. And again, we'll press into the toes of the back foot. Come up. So get your balance between both legs. Hands to heart center. We're moving to the left now. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh and twist. Drop your hands to the ground. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward dog or take a child pose if you need a break right now. So I'd like you to just focus on your breath once again. So notice how the breath is. If it's fast, take the time to slow it down. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees deeply. Sweep your fingers against the mat to come into Utkatasana. And exhaling back into Tadasana. How are we doing? It's warm, isn't it? This is the last one, and after that we'll be starting to cool down a little bit. So if you need to take a break, do. Sweep, bend the knees and sweep the hands against the ground again. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin. Inhaling to cobra or upward dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Right leg back. Knee in. Right foot forward, and this time you can flatten that back foot and turn the heel in. So we'll come all the way up into standing warrior. Take your time. Inhale, arms up. And then we'll just open into cactus arms. So bend the elbows, palms facing forward, lift your chest. If your balance is good, maybe look up between the trees. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward, turn the right heel in. So slowly come up, get the balance, hands on the hips to begin with. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. So once again, open that chest. Take your gaze up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward dog, or take a child pose. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sweep the fingers against the mat, Utkatasana, And exhaling back into Tadasana. Well done, everyone, to get this far. Take a drink now if you want it. Take a few deep breaths. And just enjoy the sunshine. Have you ever seen such a clear sky? It's beautiful. Definitely. Okay. Now we're going to try a little bit of balancing. So if you need to step off your mat, but try and find a spot that's not too lumpy, because you want to give yourself the best chance you can. Standing on your left foot, bend your right knee. Hug your right knee up and take your left hand out. So if you're a little bit wobbly, don't worry about it. I am this morning. Then maybe taking the right foot to the calf or ankle, or possibly up into the thigh. Take both arms out. Get the balance here. And if this feels okay, maybe sweep the arms up. We'll keep them nice and wide, like the branches of a tree. Find your spot to focus. And hands back to heart center. Slowly release the leg and have a little stretch out. I didn't hear anybody falling over anyway, so that's good. That's always good. Weight into the right foot, bend the left knee. Hug your left knee up. Now take your right hand out, get the balance. It's okay to stay here, or maybe taking the foot to the calf or ankle, or right up into the thigh. Both arms out. Focus. Inhale, arms up. And hands to heart center. Release, release. I think that's always the hardest one, the balance, isn't it? So we're going to turn sideways now for a few wide-legged poses. So I'm going to move over here. Get a bit of shade under the trees. Are you okay there, Ashton? You're not in too much sun? Or Pascal? Yeah, there is a little breeze this morning. Good, good. So we're going to turn the right foot out and the left foot in. Inhale, both arms up. Extend over your right leg. Now right hand down, left hand up. If you need to soften that right knee, do. Trikonasana. Now we're going to turn the palm if you want to, and take the left hand behind, reaching around as far as it will go. So some of you might get the top of your right thigh. That's it. If not, just rest it anywhere. It just gives us a little bit more opening in the shoulders and the chest. But if you're more comfortable to stay like so, or even hand on the hip, go for that one. So bring your left hand onto your hip, push into your right foot, come up, support the lower back as you bring the right arm up and over. Nice stretch now on the right side of the body. The right waist lengthening. And slowly come back down. Turn both feet forward. So now we're turning the left foot out and the right foot in. Inhale, both arms up. Extend. So extend and lengthen before you come down. Left hand down, right hand up. Stay here or turn the palm and reach around behind your back. So again, just going as far as, if you have any shoulder issues, maybe hand on the hip is a better option for you this morning. Right hand on your hip, push into your left foot to come up, lift the left arm and stretch back. And left hand down, turn the feet forward. So we're going to turn to the right again, right foot out, left foot in, bending the right knee this time for warrior two. So bend deeply, turn your back foot slightly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and try to draw your shoulder blades slightly back so you're opening the chest again. Turn the palms upwards and we'll look back to the left. Just see if you've dropped that left arm and lift it up a little bit, because sometimes it tends to drop a little more, so try to keep them level. Turn the palms down, look back to your right. Hands onto hips, straighten the right knee and turn the feet forward. So left side, left foot out, right foot angled slightly in, bend into the left knee. Inhale your arms up, exhale, release the shoulders, turn the palms up so you're rotating the shoulders, and look back to your right. So if the right arm has dropped, lift it slightly. Turn the palms down, look back to your left, look along your left arm. Hands onto hips, straighten the left knee, turn the feet forward, and you can walk the feet back in towards each other and come back to the top of your mats. Everybody still okay? Yeah. We'll be on the ground soon. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like we're all going to just keel over. So come and stand at the top of your mat, hands on your hips again. Step back with your left foot, so not as long a stride as we would do if we're doing warrior one. Walk your right foot out a little bit and square those hips as much as you can. Reach out. So you can take the wrists, the elbows, or if you can take reverse namaste, go for it. Inhale to lift and exhale. You can soften that front knee if you need to as you fall forward. And then we're going to drop the hands or even the fingertips if you can to the ground, either side of your right foot. You can keep a bend on the right knee, or you can begin to draw that right hip back. Keep dropping your forehead towards your shin. Pyramid pose. Okay, everybody bend the right knee, bring your right hand, or bring both hands onto your hips and come up. And we'll switch around. So the left foot is going to be forward now, and you're going to step back with the right. Walk the left foot out a little, and again, get the hips facing forward. Reach out. Take wrists, elbows or reverse, namaste. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Nice and slowly bending the knee if you need to, as much as you need to, as you release your head and neck. Keep the elbows lifting towards each other if you can. And then drop the hands to the ground or fingertips. See about drawing the left hip slightly back and the right hip forward as you release your head. So from here, step back into downward facing dog. Walk the legs out. Drop onto your knees. And come into a resting child pose. So again, resting child pose is either hands under the forehead or arms alongside your body, whatever feels restful to you. So it literally should be comfortable. You shouldn't have any discomfort here. It's just and from here we'll come forward onto the tummies. Again, bring your hands slightly forward and stay on the forearms. Engage the legs. So when I say engage the legs, press into the feet and let the kneecaps lift. Inhale, lift. So you might be just coming into low cobra. Some of you might like to come into a higher cobra with the hands under the shoulders, elbows tucked in by the ribs. And again, if this pinches in your lower back, it's not for you, so you come forward again onto the forearm. So play around with it until it feels good for your back. So what do we want to be doing when you say back bend, it's more about opening the front of the body. So think about, rather than going, back bend, think about just opening up your chest and your heart. And we slowly come down, fold your hands on top of one another and rest your forehead on your hands. Let the legs relax now, totally relax. Flop out to the side with the feet. And push yourself back up again. We'll come up onto the forearms. And this time we'll just bend both knees. Press the soles of the feet like you're trying to press them up towards the sky. So again, just a gentle back bend here, nothing too strenuous. Drop your left foot down and reach back and see if you can take your right foot with your right hand. Just drawing the heel in towards the buttock, resting on the left forearm. And we'll change around, so right arm down, bend the left. See if you can't hold your foot, grab your pants or anything that you can hold onto, or else just bend the knee and just get that stretch on the front of your thighs. And very slowly release. Once again, we'll fold the hands under the forehead, let the legs flop and relax. And then slowly push yourself back up through child pose for a moment. Sit back onto your heels, roll over and come to sit in Dandasana. Legs out in front. Find those sitting bones, settle them into the earth. So now we'll activate the legs by pointing the toes up towards the sky. Roll the shoulders back and down and gently press your fingertips maybe into the ground to lengthen your spine. Inhale both arms up. So really reach up. Now bend the knees as much as you need to here as you fold forward. For some of you, you might be coming forward over straight legs and holding the calves, the ankles or the big toes. But if there's any back issues, keep the bend on the knees. And again, just think about your chest moving towards your thighs rather than dropping the head severely. So we want to lengthen out the spine. Inhale, slowly come back up. Bend your right knee and take your right foot somewhere to the inside of your left leg. So again, if you, as I always say, if you have any knee issues, you need to bring the foot maybe further forward. So don't suffer, don't let your knee be uncomfortable here. So we're going to take the left hand beside the left hip and we're going to take the right hand across onto the left leg. That's it. Now you can stay here and just twist to your left, or you can come forward further and then twist. So again, go with what feels okay for you this morning. Again, a nice twist and a stretch. Breathe through it. Inhale as you come back up. Stretching the right leg out. Bend the left. So left foot somewhere to the inside of the right leg. And again, make whatever adjustment you need. Right hand just beside your hip, left hand across now. So you can be holding here and just come into your twist, or you can tilt forward first and then twist back. Inhale to come back up. Stretch the left leg out. So we'll take the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Now you can keep them out quite far and just take your ankles, or if you know that you're very open in the hips, you can walk the hips forward and you can take the hands around your feet. So again, listen to your own body this morning. Inhale, lift, and exhale, we'll bend the elbows and just come forward. Nice and gently now, no forcing. Drawing the chin and the chest forward. Inhale as you come up, gently draw your knees together, and in your own time, roll yourself down onto your back, hug your knees in, and make a few little circles at the base of the spine. Oh, that breeze is lovely. Now, place both feet back on the mat with the feet about hip distance apart, knees bent. So we're going to do a moving bridge this morning. You don't have to come up very high, but make sure you press into your feet. Keep your hands by your side, and as you push into the feet, lift the hips. Lift the lower back, maybe the middle back, and maybe that's high enough for you. And then very slowly lower down with control until you feel your tailbone connecting with the mat. And again, push into the feet, use the strength in your legs as you come up. And slowly lower down. Come all the way down each time. Just release the hips for a moment and then up again. And slowly lower down. So once you come down this time, you can draw the knees in once again and just rock from side to side. Placing your feet back on the mat. We're going to hug the right knee in once again and stretch the right leg up. So this time you can point and flex the foot. You can hold on to any part of the leg that you can access and just draw the foot a little closer to you. Bending your right knee, cross your right leg over your left. Shift your hips a little more to the right and then drop both knees to the left as you roll your head to the right. And rolling back onto your back, uncross the legs. Hug the left knee in. Stretch that left leg up, support it, and point and flex. Cross the left leg over the right, shift the hips to the left, and roll to your right side. Arms away from the body now, nice easy twist. That's it, just let go. Rolling back onto your back, uncross the legs, hug your knees. Again, just make a few little rolling movements. And then place your feet on the mat. Let the soles of the feet come together again and the knees drift out to the side. So again, move the feet forward as much as you need to be comfortable. And maybe very gently arch and flatten your back here. Again, see what position feels good in the lower back. And in your own time, gently draw those knees together. Roll onto your side. Now, we are going to come into Shavasana, so if you want to move into the shade or you want to cover yourself with something, maybe cover your head, please find a place that you're going to be comfortable for Shavasana. Normally we're worried about covering up and being warm. This morning it's protecting ourselves from the sun. Now it is gorgeous, it's just so lovely, but just to be aware you don't want to get over hot. So lie back onto your back. Now again, you have a choice here. You can bend your knees. You can have the legs straight with the feet a little wider than the hips. And again, take that deep breath as you shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, just release and feel the release you get there in the neck and shoulders. So with your eyes closed, now once again, let go of everything around you. You can be aware of the sounds and the sensations, and then just let them drift away. You can acknowledge any thoughts or worries that you might have, but then decide to just put them aside for the next 5 minutes or so, as you let yourself relax mentally and physically. So we'll bring the awareness back to the breath once again. So we're going to focus again on breathing to the center of the chest, or the heart center. So take a deep exhale through your nose. And as you inhale, visualize a pale light moving up through your body to the center of your chest, expanding and filling the chest. And then slowly exhale as the light moves back down to the lower abdomen. And again, inhale. Now see the light filling the abdomen, moving up through the rib cage, and again coming to the center of the chest. You can pause for a moment and then slowly exhale as the light moves back down into your abdomen. So continue breathing like this now for maybe 3 more rounds of breath, nice and slowly. Gradually let your breath become very quiet. So just take the awareness away from it and let it come and go without any effort. Settle your body a little bit deeper, releasing any more tightness or tension. So if you need to wriggle or move about a little bit, do that. And now have a sense of relaxation moving in through your toes, up through the soles of your feet, into the tops of your feet and your ankles. Feel that wave of relaxation move up through your legs, into your pelvis. And then feel it moving up through the abdomen, the rib cage, the chest, all the way up to your collarbones. Relaxing your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms, down into the palms, the backs of the hands, and into your fingertips. Now feel the relaxation in the throat area, relaxing your chin, your cheeks, your eyelids, your forehead. Relax your scalp, the back of your head, the back of your neck. Now let the relaxation move all the way down the spine to the tailbone. Feeling now that your whole body is completely relaxed. So you can take a moment to just be aware of the lovely warm sun on your skin and the gentle breeze. And just having a feeling now of well-being and relaxation. So slowly let your awareness come back to the surface. Staying as you are, just become aware of the sounds and the sensations you can feel, gradually expanding the awareness to your body. Starting to make small movements with your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. You could gently take your head from side to side. Inhale deeply and stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your legs out. Exhale to bring your arms back down. Bend your knees and roll onto your side. So when you come onto your side, just stay for a few nice deep breaths. And now in your own time, we'll come back to a seated position. Placing one hand on your heart and the other hand on top. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Namaste. So thank you all so much for coming this morning. I'm just suggesting that people donate to Marymount Hospice. So if you can do that online, if you have any difficulty with it, you can let Carmel or myself know and we can organise to do it. But it should be, I think it should be fairly straightforward. As you say, Aisling, it might have been because you were trying to do it on your phone. I'm not sure. But it would be much appreciated because all the charities are struggling really with fundraising this year, I think. So enjoy the rest of the weekend, enjoy the sunshine, and I'll be here on Wednesday, and then Carmel's going to be here next Saturday. So we'll see you all again soon. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks, Diane. That was brilliant. Really great.
It wasn't too hot, actually. I thought we'd be melting.